So, what I want to do this morning is talk a little bit about test preparation for Kanto Dori. Okay? First thing. First thing, I just want to establish some concepts. One, the first concept is, right, the guy is coming with this, get out of the way, okay? That's the first thing. In Taijutsu, we hold our hands up, but the hands should be active. They should not be hanging down. They should be active, but don't create an extra target. Then they come, move. Just move. That's the first thing. No matter what, move. If he comes with shomen, right, the easiest thing to do is slide, right? Can I step across the line? Yes. But the first easy concept to develop is simply suriashi iri. You just slide off of your front foot. Slide off of your front foot. Then don't grab for the weapon yet. Atemi. Take their attention off of the weapon. Then you can grab and do something. So, starting with ski, just slide irimi atemi. Slide irimi atemi. If you want to try aihanmi, this is fine. Just slide irimi atemi. Okay? That's the first concept. Again, if we're just doing ski, the simplest thing is just slide. If you want to step, that's fine too, but that should be the next part that you develop, because it is more difficult to step across the line than it is to simply irimi behind, right? Then for shomen, slide off your front foot, change your angle. So don't stay here, right? Slide, change your angle. Slide, change your angle. You should be feeling as though you could hit his invisible tripod, right? You just don't want to do anything right here. Move out a little bit more, okay? Like, with shomen, it's still the forward arm that's closest to block. So think of it as one, but then move out of the way, and atemi. Right? Yoko menuchi, right? Slide, right? You need to be off the line of attack, especially for yoko menuchi. Your belt should be lower than theirs, right? If you're standing up, this is a danger, right? You just want to meet and drag their arm out. That's part of what's taking his balance. But again, we're just practicing the slide aspect, right? Can I step back? Sure. Right? Can I step? Sure. But I want you to practice the slide because it's the simplest one to do, right? So from ski, okay? What I want to think of is we're going to work up the arm, okay? If you ask any of my students, they'll tell you I'm a little OCD. I like to think of things as a repertoire. And so we're just going to, there are so many techniques we can do, but I just want to work on Ikkyo sabaki, the Osai Waza series, and Shiho sabaki. We'll start with Ikkyo sabaki, right? So move in, right? Then from here, this hand on top is going to feed to this hand. You just, this right here, you just let the articulation in his elbow help you. Be careful when you take this away, but the best way to do it is not to try and take it with the hands, but to just turn. still doing Tsuyashi Irimi Ateni. Don't forget it, right? It's not. It's none of that, right? It's still Tsuyashi Ateni. Then you're going to feed to the other hand. Inside hand on top, you can control his elbow. You feed to the other hand. You want, however he holds the knife, you want to be sure that you hold it so that the mine of the tanto is facing you, okay? So if he's holding it classically, then this is easy. If he holds it like this, you're going to have to modify that, right? Then from here, you just turn and take the knife, okay? Nikyo. It's important that you do not grab with both hands on top. This one on top, turn with this and feed it to your other hand. Not both hands on top. This one is going to come under. Then you can take the knife away, okay? Next one, show me. Me, turn. Then you can take the side. So we don't have the luxury of working inside and pinning, but for a lot of these techniques, it's really important to break their balance, okay? Especially when you try to transition for Sankyo because it takes a little bit longer. So if we're here and she's upright and I start to try and take the Sankyo, this is a problem for me. So from here, you want to make them touch the ground, right? Then you'll take it away, right? Sankyo, right? So with Nikyo, this is the hand. You want the hand, you start at Ikkyo, you want the hand to roll to the wrist, and then Nikyo, right? With Sankyo, this hand is going to roll to the inside of the wrist. Outside for Nikyo, inside for Sankyo. Okay? Yoko Menuchi, right? We know this from second cue. This is a second cue requirement. Gokyo, right? You want to take the grip, right? But I worked hard to get them off balance with the hand behind, like I was going to throw Suyo Bushi. So when you put this hand back in, you just stand them up, right? Yeah, can I do this and take their balance? Sure. But I want people to practice that this is a fixed point in space and you are going to move around it, okay? So I'm not going to do this and then this and try to drag them. Instead, stop them. I move more, right? Then from here, you're just going to take this grip and bring it up to your body to take away the knife, okay? There are various ways that you can do. Yeah, you take Gokyo, for example, right here, okay? And you can try that if you want. But what testing is looking for is that I'm moving around this, I come back, and then I'll just use this, right, against my body, okay? Gokyo. When you do this, imagine that for your partner, it should feel like this, right? It shouldn't feel like this to him. It should feel like I'm moving, and then I'm bringing him that way. So his arm is pulling him behind him, okay? I know we're going quickly. It's just, in my mind, there's a lot of ground to cover for you to sort of look at it in this way, right? So from Yoko Men, right? Some people call this Ikkyo, if you want to do that, but the correct name is Udeigi Sigi Udeigara. So from here, same grip for this one, just because I happen to be doing Yoko Menuchi, right? And same feelings, I should be bringing him back behind, right? Then you just gather them up here, you trap him against your leg, and you want, in reality, I break his elbow. But you want to slide past that so that you end up trapping him right next to you. Then you can just squeeze, take the knife away. Okay? Right? It's not this. You do not tenkan, right? Because now he's behind me. And even if I have his arm, most of his body is behind me. This is not good. So you see people do tsuki and they tenkan, right? When you tenkan, then you need to bring them all the way around in front of you, right? So from here, right, no tenkan. You should just slide me and then bring them in, right? But if you tenkan, then you bring them all the way around so you can see them, right? You want to see them, okay? Ski, do it from ski. Sorry, I forgot to introduce this part. If we're doing slide inimi, right? I go to a mote, right? Then what do you do, right? From here, same thing. You can just turn it around. Or just slide in surinuke. Okay? Now we're going to look at slide from shomen to omote, right? Protect, open. You want to be over here when you hit them, right? Then you don't want to do anything with your hands. You want to open this foot. That's how you'll see their back. So, not this where I stay here and I'm this close trying to do this. 1, 2, 3, right? Then open the foot, right? Let's just practice the open. Sawa Sensei made a point of this in this morning's class, right? Yubi Robasta, right? I don't grab until I have him in a good position. So if we're doing Ikkyo, I don't grab here. I get here and then I grab right at the end, right? So don't grab up here. This is Nikyo. Right? It's here, here, open, hit them. Hit them. Then open the leg, right? Don't do this. You're just going to eviscerate yourself. Open your leg, right? So, shomen, right? If we're doing shomen in Aihanmi, then you'll just do shiho sabaki this way. If you want to do tsuki, right, then step back and slide in. Step back and slide in. You need to be in. If you were in Wiwao Sensei's class yesterday, you don't want to be here. You don't want to be here. You want the weapon right in front of you, right in front of your center, right? Then you open your foot, right? For Yoko Menuchi, same thing. Step back, slide in. Then open your leg, okay? That's if you want to do all 3 strikes. But if you want to stick with shomen, right? We're here and here. Right? then I like to think of this as a series. This particular opening I call Shiho sabaki. Just means a Shiho movement, because the first one that would occur, right? Let's do it again. Right? The first one that would occur is hand under Shiho nage. The second one that would occur, hand on top, Udeigi. The third one, arm underneath, gyakute nage. The fourth one, itoe irimi nage, right? And then if you go all the way to the end, this is just me. I just use, instead of this Gokyo grip, this Gokyo grip, because we're doing Shiho sabaki. And then you just move around into the center, right? But the point is, you can do this off the hip. Step back, slide out, Shiho nage, Udeigi, gyakute nage, itoe irimi nage, or Udeigi. Right? So you're just working from the fingertips to the shoulder. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay? Right? Good luck. Right? One more time. Right? Let's say it's key. Okay? Right? Step back first. You know, it's just not a very good idea to step into this unless you have the intention to do something about it. Right? So step back first, then slide in. That way at least you're safe from the weapon that's already traveling towards you, right? Then people are still swinging your arms. It's not the arms, people, right? My hands are in front of my center. I don't move my hands, I move my foot, right? If I move my hands, even as I'm moving my foot, I'm going to be in trouble, right? But if I open this foot, this is going to take his balance. He's already off of his back foot, right? Okay? Do not swing your arms. Open your hips, right? Do not grab for the weapon first. You get off the line of attack, you hit them. Then you do the technique. You want to take their attention off of the weapon. And then the last thing that I have to say, and honestly I can't remember, so it really is not specific, it's just generally, personally, I do not like to see people throw or slide the weapons at all, okay? You either give the weapon back, preferably it's just polite. Kanai Sensei always said that you give back the bokuto or the tanto with the edge facing you. If you're going to give the weapon back, that's fine. It's a convention, we all know. So it's not a big deal that you give the weapon back. Personally, I prefer to put the weapon down and move away from it and force Uke to go and pick it up. But you do not drop the weapon, you do not put the weapon down and slide it. It is dangerous. So please spread the word, okay? Thank you. We're done. Line up. Hey. ご苦労様でした。